ABBEY, South, heavy tank. What options do we have? Spawning on ABBEY in the south with a heavy tank. In my opinion, there are not too many options. Yes, you could play on the right flank on the 8 and 9 lane and support your tank destroyers. However, with the heavy tank, in my opinion, this is really not an option, because if you advance here, you will either get shot by tank destroyers, and even if you manage to advance to this position, you will get shot by the tanks which have won the hill. So this is, in my opinion, not a good way to play this map. Besides that, even if you win the right flank, you will have problems entering the base, because it is pretty easily to defend the base from the left hand side, so from the 1 and 2 lane. Now, so what I would recommend basically in every game with a heavy tank is to go to the brawling area here on the left hand side and brawl with your heavy tanks. And in my opinion, this is actually good for heavy tanks, because you can first of all defensively play here, play here, hull down, and defend the southern flank. But you can also advance. There's a hull down position here, and you can further advance if you see that your team is advancing. Now, this flank also offers the possibility, or has the option, to fall back and make some defensive gameplay. So for example, if the enemy tanks advance like this, you can fall back here, for example, and then also fall back here. So basically, yeah, conducting defensive plays on this side of the map. Now, the only thing you have to pay attention is if you advance here, which I would not recommend, keep in mind that if the enemy team has won the middle, they can take you under fire from the middle, so chances are that you are losing hit points. But besides this, in my opinion, the best way to play ABBEY in the south, or from the southern spawn, is to go to this position and then advance via the south. Alright, so we are certainly going to the left flank, because as I said, I think it is the best way to play this map. Now, another thing I haven't mentioned so far is you can defend your base from the left flank much easier than compared to the right flank. So this is another reason why I would certainly go to the 1 and 2 lane, not only from the southern spawn but also from the northern spawn. So in my opinion, this is the way to play ABBEY. And yeah, with our heavy tank, especially as being top tier, we will certainly try to play aggressively. Now, the good thing about the T26E5 is that it gives you the chance to play hull down. So we will certainly go to the position that I talked about, and then see our M6, our low tier heavy tank, chose to go to the right hand side, and that's not a problem for us. But also you can see that the enemy top tier heavy, the 7032, is advancing via the right hand side, so we only might encounter the AMX as a top tier tank. And so I'm playing aggressively because I have the support of the AMX M449, and so basically we are 2-1 when it comes to brawling between the tier 8 heavies. So this is why I want to play aggressively, and as you can see, the AMX is following me, which is good. Okay, we encounter the light tank, nice, and as you can see, yeah, looks like we are on the winning side. Okay, here we go. The AT is advancing, and let's see whether I can penetrate. No, I cannot penetrate him. Okay, I thought maybe at the upper hull, but looks like I have to load premium ammunition to penetrate him. I will certainly be able to. Yeah, okay, if I would hit the cupola. So it looks like I have to play more cautiously. Maybe I can side scrape here. Okay, let me see. Okay, lower hull. I mean, the indicator was not green, orange, so let me see. This shot bounced. Armor of the tier 7 British tank destroyer is actually not too bad. So I'm losing quite some hit points here, and fortunately his alpha damage is pretty low. And here you go, we can finish him off. And now we have to aggressively push the AMX M449. So if he's turning his turret towards our What's our AMX? We get a shot. Nice. We want to track him. Unfortunately, we do not make any damage, which is bad. And now he's turned the turret. Nice. Another track shot. Nice. It looks like he has another repair kit. And now, you know what? In this case, I need to conduct team play because our AMX has already lost half of its hit points. So I want to bait shots and take shots and then just flank the enemy tank so that I will be safe. Okay, unfortunately I bounced from the lower hull. The frontal armor is pretty good on this tank. And now, nice. Now we can farm him all together. Okay, he's turning his turret, so I need to run. Okay. Oh, AMX, what are you doing? What? Okay, now he should cover me. But looks like he's not. He's not covering me. Okay, that is a very bad gameplay. And I'm losing hit points. Oh, come on. Dude, I advanced for you. Okay, that is very bad gameplay. Now, unfortunately, my reload is faster. And now I can nice finish him off. But I lost too many hit points due to the bad, or I would say the misplay of the AMX M4 on my team. I think once I had advanced and taken all those shots, he should have covered me and tried to block the way for the enemy AMX M4 so that I yeah, could have saved some hit points, but unfortunately he didn't. Okay, anyways, let's get a shot on the VZ44, the tier 7 Czechoslovakian heavy tank. Nice. Now we want to take him out. Nice. And now, in my opinion, it makes sense to not advance because we don't have the spotting advantage as being a heavy tank, but instead we want to fall back and defend the enemy flank. Now keep in mind there's still the object also the object 7032 in the enemy team, which is the top tier heavy tank, very dangerous, and so we need to make sure that he is taken out of the game, otherwise we might lose the game. So in my opinion, the gameplay of the AMX M4 is not pretty smart. I mean, it has not been so far, so why should it change? But yeah, so with winning the left flank from the southern spawn, so the 1 and 2 lane, you have lots of options. You can push into the enemy base. However, please don't do it as a single heavy tank, which is already yeah, not one shot, but low on HP. Try to incorporate your team, and then you have all the options. You can defend the base, which is what we are going to do, and we will play hull down. Unfortunately, there are still 2 enemy artilleries in the game, which is not very good. Yeah, now, okay, now the AMX is taken out of the game. Very stupid gameplay by him. Okay, we need to advance. 9-7, so the game is pretty close. And now what you have to make, or what you have to keep in mind is, if the enemy team has won the middle of the map, then you cannot simply move towards your base because you will get crossfire by the middle, so by the from the F5 or F6 position. So keep that in mind. That is very crucial. Now I'm now going to the K9 position because I think there's some hilly terrain here where I can play hull down, and I might even be able to surprise advancing tanks. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Now the problem is that I'm one shot, so I cannot make any trades anymore due to the misplay of the AMX M449. I think, at least in my opinion, it was a misplay. You can write everything in the comment section if maybe you believe it was not, it was actually misplayed by me. Looks like the object 7032 has fallen back. Yeah, I know. To make a long story short, this is, in my opinion, how you win ABBEY. So try to win the left flank, and from there you have all options on this map.